Showtime! Hello, and this is Lisa from Lisa Loves channel doing a review for Geek Legion of Doom. And today I'm reviewing the movie Captured, hashtag Captured. This is a found footage style movie, which I'm all over, as everyone knows I love this genre. So let me get into some info about the movie first of all, and then we'll get into the synopsis and what I thought about it. So this movie was written by Lizze Gordon, who actually also plays the main character role of Ashley in this movie, and it was directed by Joe Homake. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Some of the stars in this movie, we've got Gabrielle Romanello, Megan Medellin, Charlie Ian, Cody Bruno, Evan Sloan, Cody Renee Cameron and Lola Kelly. That's sort of the main stars of the synopsis. The movie follows a group of high school students who have a little extracurricular activity going on where they stream, I don't want to go as far as to say a sex show, as it isn't. The boys arrange this stream, viewers pay, and the girls perhaps take their clothes off on camera, things like that. If there's anything more obscene going on, that's not actually gone into, we don't see that on camera. The boys pretty much are pimps for these girls. So these boys and girls are very much an in crowd at school, the popular kids, and a girl has come to town, Ashley, played by the movie's writer, who it's clear she's had issues in the past. She discusses having counselling. She's making a vlog to help talk through issues that she has, and this is where we're getting most of the footage for this movie. We've got her talking to camera on her vlog. We have the stream images from what they're doing on camera, so that's where you're getting most of the imagery that's going on in the movie, the found footage as such. This girl's desperate to have friends. She's desperate to fit in this new town that she's moved to, and she feels that the popular kids are finally liking her. She's gotten in, she's very naive, she's very trusting, and this group see a girl that, as far as they say, is willing to do anything to be liked, and they manipulate that, and they decide to try and bring her into the fold of what they're doing without actually telling her until she gets there. So that's the sort of setup of the movie for you. It starts off immediately. The first thing that we actually see is one of the streams, just with a single girl talking to camera, a bit of nudity, just the typical what you would get in one of these kind of cam girl conversations, you know, do this, do that, that sort of thing. So that's how we start. Where the horror comes into this is, unbeknownst to these kids, there is a Bible bashing person that does not agree. One of the viewers has seen what they're doing and is not very amused at the many sins that he feels they're committing, and he sets out to rid the world of every last one of these kids. And the movie basically follows. We also see he wears a head cam through the whole camera. We never actually see him or his face, but we sort of see images of him from the back or with the head cam on. But we've got images also from his head cam of the kills in the movie. So yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about. I don't want to tell you any more because that would be giving too much away. This movie is scoring really low on IMDb. It's coming in at a 2.9, and I don't personally think that's fair at all. This is an amateur movie. It is an independent movie. I have watched a lot of found footage movies in my time, and honestly, this one is not a bad found footage movie. I found it believable. I found for the most part the acting to be pretty solid. There were certain places of the movie where the acting was a bit lacking, but that wasn't all the way through. There were just certain scenarios where it could have been better, but that's not saying that the acting was dire, as some other reviewers have said, because that's just not the case. The story was pretty sort of A to B. It was pretty run-of-the-mill. There's nothing surprising, unexpected in this. You get what you sign up for. What you know, what the synopsis says is exactly what you're going to get. The kills in the movie are all done well. We don't go over the top with effects. Thank goodness we don't have any use of terrible CGI, which a lot of smaller movies try to do. And really, as I've always said, always go practical effect, and even if you have to cut away and not show the bit that you need the effects for, cut away. Our mind, you know, can conjure up much more grotesque images than you could probably ever show on a small budget. So I felt it worked well. I felt the storyline was easy to follow. I didn't find myself feeling bored. I liked the performances fine. As I say, in a couple of scenarios they were a bit lacking, but not in any way that you would sit there and go, oh my god, this acting's terrible. I was pretty pleased with it, to be honest. I was expecting, having checked out some reviews, that this was going to be terrible, but it isn't by any stretch of the imagination. I think some people just love found footage and some people aren't a fan. If you don't like found footage, you avoid this movie. It probably isn't going to be for you. But if you like slashers and you like found footage and you don't mind watching smaller independent movies, I think you could do an awful lot worse than this one. So if I had to score this one out of 10, I'd probably come in around a 6. It was a good solid movie. It's not a blockbuster, it's not a masterpiece, but it certainly isn't a poor movie, and it 100% is not a 2.9 out of 10. So do yourself a favour, catch this yourself. Don't always believe what you read online, as it's not always the case. This movie, if you want to see it, is released on the 4th of February next year. Hopefully you'll check it out. So let me know below in the comments if you've seen it, if you've seen the trailer, what you think. Does it sound like something you would enjoy? Pop your comment below. I look forward to speaking to you next time.